let's all peer pressure, let's all welcome Mr. Bleecker into performing his original poetry.
Let's go, Mr. Peer pressure, huh? You guys aren't my peers. How does that work?
You're peerless.
Just here. Okay. So I wasn't planning on doing this, but it was requested of me. I'm not trying to showboat up here. First poem is a little heavy. Second poem's significantly lighter, and the third poem is just floating up there somewhere. Bear with us. Cleave. You can always count on a day to end. You can always count on a man made of stone to move on. Sober in foreign beds, I remember dreams better than when home. The English say a wolf must die alone in its own skin. But don't we all die in wolf's skin? Like wind, like leaves, like sand, like leaves, my dog pants himself dry to be inside, to be outside, whimpering and quivering in sleep, his hunger fed with no memory of hunting. How red his dreams must be. A severed moon high in a strange sky takes the mind all the way back to blood. We can't escape the blade that made us. It cleaves us into family. Natives knew coyote fixed death cold with a black arrow. A melting glacier drops things and moves on. Thank you. These get significantly newer. That was an oldie. So this next one came from a few years ago when I was teaching in Cambodia. And I was teaching at a school that was quite a distance from where I lived. And it started very early, so we had to get up really early. The moon was always out, like prominent in the black sky. And so I would sit on my little terrace, have my coffee at some ungodly hour, and notice the moon. And for me, I always feel like after sleeping in the morning, with the first wake up, that's when I feel most creative, most productive, most like that. And so here was this moon in the morning. So these are a series of vignettes called Morning Moon. Wax fires freckle beneath a blood-burn birth sky. Gaping crescent of a darker art, you hang amidst a crisis of witches. You turn things, woman, the tides. In a lost jazz vernacular, you scat, remember, but when I blink, you've shrunk. Then, when sunrise, I forget. When the scratchy cats are out blacking into the wee, I know you don't want to be seen. I don't blame you, especially on the 13th. Take a long weekend. Get naked above a beach. Blind them. Or let them stutter through dark. Let the world get to miss you. Overnight, you slow drag silent across the feral eyeless. You etherize everywhere. One retinal prick from your reflection leaves me gazing. You blazing relocation, you wet socket waiting. You leave no evidence, no trace, no nostalgic keepsake. Waning in your crescent nest, deathly inconspicuous, you halo straight-eye through the dull gray electrostatic strati that slide between us. You keep your kittens close, your rogue notes closer. None can turn a frown like you, baby mama to the world. No one makes the night less menacing. Okay, and here's the final one. This too is a found poem. So the thing about poetry, the thing about found poetry is that language in and of itself is, has all kinds of possibilities for music, right? Like language has music to it in the right kinds of combinations, and rhymes and assonance and alliteration, etc., etc. And so if you're listening, you can hear it come up in weird places. So I'm a big basketball fan. Any basketball fans? Any basketball fans out there? Okay. A couple of, and like I'm a junkie for the statistics. You know, like I'm always checking like who's the leading scorer, how many points did so and so have, and I'm looking, and this is 2 years ago, at the assist leaders, and I read the list of assist leaders, and then I was like, what? And I did it again, and I did it again. Couldn't resist. This is called NBA Assist Leaders, January 30th, 2017. James Harden, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul. LeBron James, Jeff Teague, Ricky Rubio, Draymond Green. Deron Williams, Kyle Lowry, Dennis Schroeder, Drew Holiday. Goran Dragic, Rajon Rondo, Isaiah Thomas, Eric Bledsoe. Elfrid Payton, Stephen Curry, TJ McConnell, Mike Conley. Reggie Jackson, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Lin Shuhao.
Yeah!